What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Premier Podcast. This is episode 2. I'm your boy J-Mac, hosting tonight with my boy Tuna.
What's up?
And Wick.
Hi.
Don't forget to follow us on our social medias. We got Twitter is at the Premier Cast, YouTube and Facebook, and is Instagram the same? We just added an Instagram. Is it the Premier Podcast?
Yeah, Instagram's
the Premier Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Be sure to go and check those out. In further episodes, we will be doing Instagram lives for future asshat videos and things like that. So you'll want to be tuned into those social medias for updates and stuff.
You won't want to miss them because the punishments are awesome. Do you want to read them off right now, Tuna?
Yeah, let's read them off right now.
Alright, so we came up with some punishments. If you ever get butthurt, because that's one thing we trying to implement is to no cupcakes, no soft zone. Alright, tell them what's up.
Alright, asshat things today. Tablespoon of mustard, eat it. And then the second one is hit us with 3 ping pong balls from like 3 feet away, so they're just going to whack them at us with our shirts off. Jump at the pool. Post on Twitter that everybody else makes, so like they're going to tell you what to post on Twitter. And then the last one is probably the worst one, and it's, hopefully none of us get it, but it's grow button chops. Post a picture on Twitter, Instagram. It's probably going to be on our Twitter and Instagram, and then keep them for 3 days. So
yeah, we can all grow some pretty bodacious facial hair. So I feel like it's not going to be hard. It'll probably take about a month to grow it like fully.
Yeah.
But we all the other guys need to approve of it, and then wear it for 3 days. Post on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you can. And then it'll be on our page, obviously, as well. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
All right, for the topics today, Tuna's going to be starting us off with some sports. Then I'll kick us off with some esports. And then Wick is going to do some just kind of like personal questions, just to kind of let you guys get to know us a little bit better, just kind of how we think and some of our opinions on stuff. So Tuna, why don't you kick us off?
All right, what we're going to be starting with today is what we should have talked about last time, but we were more focused on OKC. We got the Boogie Cousins going to the Golden State Warriors.
Ew.
Like,
Gross.
like for $5 million. He went for $5 million. And he's probably like a $30 million player. He'd easily make that much money at any team that
30
he wants
to 32, yeah.
Yeah, he
Easy.
could literally just make as much money as he wants. But he decided to go to a championship team. So he's probably going to win a championship next year because he's just got a bunch of people on the team.
But I got to say respect, because there's not many people that are going to take... Okay.
Respect.
Okay, he's trying to win championships.
There's better ways of going about
Dude.
winning a championship.
No one's willing to take pay cuts for championships, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're playing... At the end of the day, you're playing a game. You're supposed to be a competitor. You're supposed to be... You're supposed to be an influencer. With J.R. Smith in the game, probably not so much of an influencer. But you're supposed to teach people to compete and get what is yours. Fucking fight for what you want. Not be a little bitch and join the only team that's good.
The only team literally the only team that's good this year. They're going to just like kill everybody. It's like not even fair.
It doesn't even matter if you're good. This team is next level.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, where they're
like 2 or 3 tiers above every other team. Like there's nothing you can do about it.
Every end is justified. They don't have a weak spot at all. Their bench is solid. They don't need a coach, but their coach is solid. Every spot's solid. I mean, defense, offense, everything. Mentality.
Everybody's taking pay cuts on that team now. Like imagine if they were all on their own team, how much money they'd
That's
all be
all
making.
it takes. I mean, if us 3 white boys are going pro. We play for free if we're winning.
True. Yeah, you're right. I definitely would be playing.
We play the game we love for our career. We just get to play the game we love, and we want to compete. I mean, we want to be competing if we're obviously the best in the league, whatever. And playing winning championships with ease.
Yeah.
You swept literally the second best team in the league in the finals.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy.
And then you pick up the best center in the league.
The best center in the league. Like, come on. You can't guard Boogie 1-on-1. Like, seriously.
Who's the best defender on Boogie in the league?
Best defender on Boogie? Anthony Davis.
You think so?
Yeah.
Just because it's lengthy?
He's the best defensive player in the league. Him or LeBron. Can guard him with ease.
Gobert's best defensive.
Huh?
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert can't guard him on the perimeter.
Who's
That's
a
the
bitch.
problem.
I hate that guy.
Oh no, he's good though.
He's in the way.
He's in the way.
There's a difference.
Okay, that's all
There's
he
a
has to do.
difference.
That's what his coaches have him doing.
Okay, so Darren Williams. You know who Darren Williams is, J-Mac?
Yes.
Why do you know him? Because you watched basketball 8 years ago when he was good?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Pretty much.
What team did he play for?
Does he or did he?
What team did he play for?
Oh, shit. I forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot.
What color was the jersey?
I want to say it was like the Jazz, but I know he went to Brooklyn.
He did play for the Jazz, I'll give you that.
Yeah, he
did play
played for the Jazz. That's when he was good.
And then didn't he go to Brooklyn too, though?
Yeah.
Okay, as
He
of
played for the Nets.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
for whenever they were like their old logo and their new logo. Yeah.
on his wiki, he's on the Nets in 2014. I looked up his salary last year. He's getting paid more than Boogie.
But I mean, he's okay.
He's 6 years out of his prime, playing for the Brooklyn Nets and getting paid, I think, $1 million more than Boogie is.
Who else is getting paid more than him though?
Well,
What was it like? We looked it up earlier. Zach
it'd be easier
Randolph.
to tell you the amount of people that aren't getting paid more than him.
Shoot. Yeah. Seen that thing? We've seen that thing. Everybody's. I don't know how anybody that's been following the NBA hasn't seen that thing on Twitter where it's just scrolling down the list of people that are just getting paid way more money than him. It is literally like the whole league is getting paid.
Jason
more than him.
Tatum on his rookie contract is getting paid $1.2 million more on his rookie contract.
One thing that I don't get though is Boogie and KD last year. They almost got into like they were beefing at one point, and now they're like buddies. Not like buddies, but like they're on the same team. Like that's crazy.
Well, they only beef because they're competitors.
Exactly.
You're competing. When you're not competing,
that's like
you're frolicking in a forest right now. You're just
MJ going to the Pistons after they lost. Like that doesn't make any sense to
joining
me.
the bad boys.
Exactly. Like that's not like I can't beat you, so I'm just going to join you. Like LeBron, that'd be like LeBron
Like
going to
KD.
the Celtics. Yeah, exactly like KD. Like okay, nobody likes KD here, so
Yeah,
we can't
that's
really
true.
talk about
That's
KD.
true.
Nobody really
Okay.
actually likes him.
But, okay, so I've heard, like, the NBA, has, like, veto power and stuff. So why do you guys think the NBA didn't step in and, like, block this?
Because this is what people want to watch. People want to see people want to see the Golden State Warriors score. Literally, Golden State Warriors and the Cavs are like the two most like bandwagon teams in the NBA.
And here's the thing: Chris Paul a few years ago wanted to go to the Lakers with prime Kobe. It wasn't. It was a restricted free agency to where it can be approved or denied by the league, the commissioner. This was a free agent, completely unrestricted, so he was able to go wherever he wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like the restrictions and all that kind of stuff to just kind of keep it balanced. But
So, you said the Cavs and the Warriors. So, are the Cavs still a bandwagon
not now.
team?
I mean, like last year. Like last year.
No, God,
whatever team. Okay. Let's put it this way: Golden State Warriors and whatever team LeBron's on. So now everybody's. It's like LeBron. It's basically just LeBron. Like you like LeBron. I know you like LeBron.
Yes.
Like he's your favorite player, but you want like
D-Wade.
you want like buying like Cavs stuff.
D-Wade
no,
was my
Cavs,
favorite player.
Cavs, everything Cavs.
Oh, no. D-Wade and LeBron were close for me.
Oh, I have a
When they were,
question.
like, in their
I have a
prime.
question for you guys. Prime D-Wade or Prime Ray Allen?
Prime D Wade. What?
Okay.
What? That's not even close.
It's kind of close.
Not really.
Okay. Let us know what you think in the
It's
in the
definitely
comments.
Prime D Wade.
Ray Allen could gambit a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little bit. D Wade could do it on anybody. Anybody.
Chill. I meant a little bit as in like he had
Yeah,
game.
he had game, but not as much as D Wade.
Okay.
No way.
Okay, I know. D-Wade's my answer. I was just
Okay.
kind of trying to.
Would you rather have Prime LeBron or Prime MJ?
Let's not do that right now.
Why not right now? Why not?
We need to
Why
dedicate
not?
like at least 30 minutes
Why
for that.
not? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just
What's
go to
next?
the next topic. Okay, we got Tiger Woods. Supposedly he's been playing a little good in the Open today, in the last couple weeks. I mean, he didn't do too good the first 2 days. He just got even out there. But today he shot at 66, so that's -5 on the course. So now he's tied
What's
for
that mean?
6th. He's hit 5 under par.
There you go.
That's what I said.
Lingo. People don't know golf.
True. Nobody watches golf around here. All right, and then so he's got a couple, like 5 people in front of him. Actually, yeah, it's about 5. 5 people in front of him. He's only down 4 shots. So the guy in first is Jordan Spieth, and he's 9 under par. So he's 5 under par. So obviously he's 4 shots behind.
How much more golf do they have to play?
They have tomorrow
How many holes?
18 holes,
18 holes, and you got to make up 4 shots.
4 shots.
That's
Shit.
doable.
Yeah, but Jordan Spieth's a fucking stud.
I'm saying it's doable.
It is doable.
I would like
I mean,
to see him win.
If he was in his prime, that's easy.
Yeah.
I've got
Oh, yeah.
a bet on
He
him all
was
day.
actually in first earlier today, wasn't he? He was tied for first.
Yeah, he was tied for first. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, definitely. If he's in his prime, that's easy for him. But like now with his back and every kind of surgery he's had so far,
which is why it's so impressive that he's up there, because he's been kind of lacking the past several years, and so like he was like the talk of, like, I saw so many tweets about him earlier today just because like he was on the top again.
Yeah,
it's like
it feels nice. And I mean, the next thing is we're gonna kind of switch it up going to NFL. Because, I mean, that's about the only other thing that's really happened so far today. But,
Go Browns.
Go Browns. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, we're not talking about any specific team. It's going to be more of what we think about the national anthem thing. Because Jarrell Casey from the Titans, he said that he's going to take a fine to kneel at the national anthem.
Is that every game?
I think so.
Every game fine?
I think so. I think it is. You can
look
it
up.
up. Yeah, because, like, I mean... It probably is every game because, I mean, they only have like 16 games in a season, like a regular season, so 16 weeks, so it's 14 games because they get 2 bye weeks, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not really involved in the NFL as much as I used to be. But yeah, so we're just making, like, because this is a big thing that happened last year, and this is what we would have been talking about all last football season if we would have had this podcast. So we're going to talk about it now because some of us have a little bit of a different view. What?
And it's still kind of like carrying over as like a big topic.
Yeah, because just it's just a big thing. A bunch of people protesting that were fans, like people that were like season ticket holders, burning their season tickets, burning all their jerseys, just like not wanting to go.
Yeah, and lots of controversy.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff that we can argue about here.
It looks like to me, and I might be wrong, teams as a whole are going to be fined if any of their players are doing it.
Oh, dang.
The team?
Yeah, the team and like the overall team is going to be fined.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense because whenever Dallas did their thing last year, that big thing where they like, walked out and did all that stuff.
Yeah, and then Kaepernick is the initial pioneer to do this, and he got cut because the team was in trouble for it.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the team cut him.
Yeah. Damn. And nobody will sign him, and he's pretty fucking good.
He's damn good.
He was like one of the top QBs in the league before this.
I disagree.
Yeah, he had recently won a Super Bowl, didn't
exactly,
he? And then
like a year,
he went to it, but played well and took his team to the Super Bowl, and then is cut like 2 years later.
Yeah,
I disagree completely with players kneeling during the anthem for my own personal reasons, but I don't believe he should be the only one ostracized for it because he's obviously not the only one.
Everybody's doing it. Yeah. Everyone's doing it. Like literally, so many people did it last year. They shouldn't just cut this one guy who started it all. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's like, well, I mean, it's just like you're not really. I mean, it's a peaceful protest. Everybody does it.
Yeah, props to them for using their power and their popularity.
Exactly. That's all he was trying to do. That's all he was saying. He was just trying to like get his message across, and he wasn't doing. I mean, it was kind of disrespectful to like certain. Like, I mean, obviously, it's disrespectful to everybody that is truly like an American. But I mean, like, he could have done it way worse. If you think about it, he could have like been burning the flag or something like crazy like that, and he just decided, I'm just gonna not stand during the national anthem and do it peacefully. So he didn't like just get his point across.
Wrong platform. He did it with a flag, obviously, because he knew he was gonna upset a lot of people doing it.
Well, yeah, if you protest, you're gonna upset a lot of people. But I mean, I don't think he should have been cut and treated like he was for it, because I mean that's a little excessive.
He shouldn't have been cut. No.
Yeah, there's like, I mean, you shouldn't treat. I mean, I just don't know. Like, he's good. I mean, even if he's a bad player, the only reason why is because he was. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's gonna get cut anyways. But I mean, if it was a bad player doing it, like nobody would have talked about it.
No.
I mean, he's one of the best QBs in the league, and he's doing it. That's the only reason why people started talking about it. And it fueled a whole bunch of stuff that people were trying to do and everything like that. I mean, it was just a bad situation to start doing it on because he just couldn't really do like. It's just not a good position to do it.
It's police brutality, right?
Yeah, against.
So what is he doing for the troops and why? Like the troops is his main source of aggravation. Why do the troops instead of like trying to find something to directly protest the police?
Because on his platform, that's pretty much the only thing he can do, right?
I understand.
I mean, like that because like national television.
Yeah.
On a football Sunday, what else are you gonna watch? Like, who else is watching anything besides football? On a
how big do athlete tweets get? They get fucking huge. Why would he not use that platform?
But he was trying to be peaceful about it. So I mean, it's just the mindset that he was going through. He thought that would be the best way. He probably didn't just like he probably didn't think of it himself. He was probably talking to a bunch of people, like close people that he knows, and he was like, "Hey, this is probably the best way to do this," because he's a smart guy. He's a real smart guy. So he didn't just do this out of nowhere. Like, he didn't just like think of it himself and just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this."
Yeah, I mean, I completely like respect their rights. You know, like peacefully protest, like you said. I just don't think that, you know, like not saying the national anthem is, you know, like the right way to go about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like that's like our country. Like, you know, like it's not just
That's
the
something-
police. It's not just the police. Like when you're not singing for the national anthem, like it's much bigger than just the police. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like it's more of a shot at the whole country, not just the police, and therefore I don't think that it's the right way to go about it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like, cause like that's what we all do. Every sporting event, any kind of sporting event, almost anything you go to in public, there's usually the national anthem before. Everybody's standing, putting their hats on their chest, their hand on their chest. Like,
Put your
it's
hands
just-
behind your back.
Or your hands behind your back. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people do that all the time.
I think standing is... So is standing the main reason?
The standing
Standing's
is
the main
like a
reason,
sign of
and-
respect.
And looking at it.
It's the sign of respect for it.
And
Like,
then the hand
The,
over your
the
heart
pledging
is...
is like it's essentially like, you know, like pledging allegiance.
Uh-huh.
It's just like doing it like through the national anthem. The standing is a sign of respect and like honoring, like, you know, for what the country is now and like, you know, how it got here.
All the people that helped us get to this point, like all
Yeah.
of our soldiers and everything like that. I think that's why people were more mad than anything, is because
Yeah.
it was just like, hey, these people like fucking did some crazy stuff for you,
Yeah.
just to be here.
Ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, ultimate sacrifice, and you're just gonna like not just simply stand.
Yeah.
I think that's why most people got pissed off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just pretty much it's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
But
What else
I
you got
mean-
for us?
I mean, I can talk about the MLB, what kind of happened the other day, but I mean, you guys don't really understand what's going on.
No.
Okay,
Not a
so,
clue.
so
Not a clue.
Manny Machado, he's like the best third baseman in the league right now. He got traded to the Dodgers, so they're kind of the best team in their conference to kind
Caramel
of...
macchiato. I got you.
Caramel
We're on the same page.
Shoot. Yeah, so they're the talk. That's the big talk in the MLB right now. I mean, there's a bunch of games going on. I don't know any of the standings. I haven't really been watching it this year, but I'm gonna surely get to know who all's doing good and what pitchers, everything like that, so we can get this going in different sports besides just the NBA.
Ichiro.
Ichiro.
He was a baseball player.
You know anybody else?
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa. How long ago was that?
Like
When did he retire?
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. When did he retire?
A-Rod.
A-Rod. Okay, all these people are retired. Name
Yeah,
somebody
I know.
that's actually playing right now. Who's the best player
Bryce
in the league
Harper.
right now? Okay, who's the best player in the league right now?
Best player in the league?
Mm-hmm.
CC Sabathia.
CC
Hand down.
CC Sabathia, he doesn't play anymore, does he? I don't think he plays anymore.
You asked me.
True. I can't talk to anybody in this conversation. I'm talking to you. I'm just asking you random stuff. Jordan doesn't know anybody.
not a freaking clue.
You want to switch it to your soccer stuff?
Oh, dude, I did not kept up with soccer.
Okay, well, we know who won the World
forever.
Cup, obviously. We know France won. They had...
It was the first time in what, like
Pele.
40
Pele? What?
It was
You
like
just
the
heard me
first
say
time
that earlier.
It was the first time in like what, 40 years?
It's
that they
crazy.
won?
Crazy.
It's been a long time since I won.
Exactly. And,
Oh, I got a fun fact for you guys. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, so who was the team that played in the finals that lost?
What are you talking about?
The,
The World
in the World Cup, yeah.
Oh, Croatia.
Croatia. You know how many people they got?
How many?
6 million. Okay, hold on. They have 6 million people. 6.2-ish?
Yeah.
The state we live in has 5 million. And the state we live in is like probably bottom 10 in population in the U.S. So if you take our state plus one city, I'm gonna say it. I'm just Wichita, Kansas.
Probably has more than 1 million.
No, they have like 700,000.
Really?
So if you take our state and add Wichita, Kansas, we have more people than the country who went to the finals of the World Cup. We have 50 states. If you didn't, we have 50. So,
Okay.
So, yeah.
This is the problem with that. Okay. What else do they play in those countries?
That's true.
Yeah.
They play
Facts.
soccer, rugby, maybe hockey. That's it.
They play survival.
And they're all super similar. What do we have? We have football, baseball, soccer. We got basketball. We got rugby too. We have tennis. We have golf.
careers.
Careers, yeah.
Yeah, like actual stuff. Yeah.
We got a ton of athletes on our team on USA. We have a ton of athletes, but they're not skilled. enough skill.
Yeah.
Like, we have one guy overseas that plays on our national team. That's like on a good team. Borussia Dortmund. I forgot what his name is.
The U.S. was actually like really close. Like it had to be a really crappy situation in the U.S. to not make it. Like so they played a team that they had beaten by like 6 points earlier, and they tied them. They didn't even lose. They tied. But like 2 other teams had to like win, like, and they were like not favored to, and they won, and like that's why the USA didn't make
Soccer's
it.
boring.
Soccer's not boring though.
Fortnite. Hit us up.
Okay,
Fortnite.
let's switch it to Fortnite, J-Man.
Gosh, all right, Fortnite. You know, hottest game like in the world right now. Everyone's talking about it.
Take the pump out. It sucks. Anyways, go ahead.
The Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, did their Epic Summer Skirmish. Week 2 was today, or actually yesterday and today. They did an NA tournament and a EU tournament.
So what day is it today?
21st.
First, and we're uploading 22nd.
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I guess it is 22nd. It's 1:30 in the morning. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, something. But anyway, so Friday the 20th, the North American tournament is when it took place, and actually, you know, Fortnite was originally like a PC game, and like there's lots of controversy on like, you know, PC versus console. 2 of the top 3 players were playing on PS4 using a controller.
That's gnarly.
Were they playing against console players though?
No, but
Oh,
so actually they were playing on PC. Or no, they weren't playing. They were playing PlayStation. But the thing is I was watching the whole tournament. PC players were getting just as like garbage players, like kids just like standing there.
Kids on PC suck.
Okay,
hard.
Sometimes.
Fortnite is
Random.
like so many people are picking up the game that more kids are bad at Fortnite than people are good. Like you're gonna run like you'll run into 80 bad people before for every
That's why
for every 10 to 20 like good person.
That's why there's always like after the second circle there's like 15, 20 people left every single game, just because all those bad people are fucking out.
Like yeah,
Trash cans
the first circle goes so fast because everyone just dies right away. Because like those people that just picked up the game are like figuring out how to loot as they die. And so like, you know, you can't really say like, oh, PC players are like all these PC players are better. Like they're playing against better people, because they're not. They're playing against potatoes just like PlayStation is.
So who's got the toughest competition?
I mean, it's really
Xbox.
I really think.
Well, no, I think PC. Because PC, I mean, people...
Okay,
more
there's a
people-
higher skill cap on PC. You
Yes.
can get way better on PC than like you can on like just because the building mechanic.
Mhm.
Like you can build so much faster. So you can get. I feel like you can get a lot better on PC than you can on PlayStation, because there's definitely a limit with, you know, set like controls, and you can't remap really and stuff.
Yeah.
On like keyboard you can kind of like customize, and you can put buttons on your mouse and things like that.
Yeah.
So you can definitely like get a lot better at PC, I think, because of all the custom.
I just want to say Xbox because we play Xbox, and I want to be better than people, but I'm not. So I just want to say everyone else is really good.
Like okay, like Xbox and PlayStation, like they're very like comparable. Like the only thing is that PC and like Sony and like PC is like a lot easier to be compatible with. So like cross-platforming on PlayStation and PC is a lot more common.
Mm-hmm.
Like we cross-platform with PC with Panda on PC before. You can cross-platform.
Yeah.
Oh, you just can't. You can't cross-platform PlayStation and Xbox.
I
That's
think
the
that's
thing.
kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So Sony's blocking that. That's also
Yeah, well, I would too.
Microsoft is all for cross-platforming. Sony's the one that doesn't want to do it.
Fuck
Xbox is
Sony.
better.
But anyways,
2012.
so and there's actually a lot of controversy on the winner, because the winner of the tournament, one isn't like a popular streamer. Like he was invited by his placements in the solo showdown, which is actually a really cool like concept. Like, you know, we all play, so like there was like the solo showdown mode or whatever.
That was a while though.
It was a long time ago. But like what it was is it was like a limited time competitive mode that Epic put into Fortnite. And if you performed well, you know, like you'd win like V-Bucks and stuff. They actually took those results and they invited people to play in these professional tournaments against professionals for hundreds of thousands of dollars based on your placement. So that's actually like a really cool opportunity they did. Exactly. It's not just, you know, all these big name people that are, you know, already way up there. They're like letting, you know, the people that don't get recognized usually have a chance to compete at a higher level and earn some money in the game and get a career out, which I think is a really cool opportunity that no other game does that.
It can be cool, but I mean, if you're that pro player that's like been training and scrimming, and a pub stopper comes in and takes all your prize money, that's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, but another thing is the summer skirmish stuff. This is all trial for what Pro Fortnite's actually gonna look like.
Exactly.
So this week's setup was completely different than last week. This week's was score based. So the way they broke it up was every kill that you got was 1 point, and if you get a victory royale, like getting first place, that's 5 points. And if you got 20 kills in a single solos match, you got an extra 10 points. Plus, you got 10K to your PayPal.
Yeah.
10 grand.
Straight to your PayPal? Like no check, just straight to it.
I'm balling out on kills.
I'm not actually. That's just that's just like
oh yeah.
how people do
I
it.
thought you were being serious. I was like, what?
No, it's 10K, and so you play 10 matches, 10 solo matches. Every solo match you play through the time the tournament starts, would count. Like you can't be like, okay, I'm gonna play a solo and warm up. Like this isn't gonna count. Like if you were playing the solo during the time, that was one of your games, and you got 10 games, and you added up your score at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
The winner, a lot of people were saying that he was cheating or whatever, using keyboard and mouse playing on PlayStation, because he was doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
But
you can tell if he's using a keyboard and mouse though, because the button. Did he stream it?
No, he couldn't stream. Okay, so he didn't have a PC.
So
he didn't have. Oh, I mean, you can have a keyboard and mouse on a PC.
Go to the store and buy a keyboard.
I know, but if he doesn't have a PC, why would he be good with a keyboard and mouse?
Yeah, that's a great point. But people didn't know why he wasn't streaming at first. But Epic talked to him, and Epic was, if you were streaming, they required a 2 to 5 minute delay. And if he's not a Twitch affiliate and he doesn't have a PC, so he can't he can't customize his delay, so it's just Twitch's standard delay. And so they let him they said just don't stream or whatever. And for Epic obviously can access all your stats, and so they kept track of his games and stuff to make sure it was legitimate, since there's so much controversy. Everyone was like, oh, he's cheating, da da da. But the dude just went off. He was playing on PlayStation 4 and he just went off. I think one game he dropped 29 kills in solo.
Good lord.
He broke his solo record twice in the tournament.
It's 4 away from our squad record.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The dude just went off.
It's a quarter of the lobby. Yeah. Could at least slate a quarter of the
lobby. And so a guy invited for Solo Showdown performance, not even a professional, took home first place over people like Ninja, Myth, Daquan, Mercs.
Could some of those guys be getting into the same game though?
Ooh, those professionals?
Yeah.
Because at PC, you have better odds of running into each other.
Yeah.
Yes, probably, but there's just so many people playing that the odds really aren't great, and you'll know in the lobby anyways if they're actually getting used. And I don't think a lot of the a lot of streamers, I don't think they actually put the streamer mode on.
They don't?
I don't.
Every streamer that I've ever watched
really
puts it on. Yeah. I mean, I don't watch very many. I mean, just the ones that I've watched. Since they came out with the new one, especially the one that it says their name and stuff, it's just
yeah. I mean, you watch a lot of the streamers, and most of them are streaming the event, and you could kind of tell they weren't really running into each other. But so yeah, and then the EU tournament took place today. I don't know any of the EU streamers. Really.
Dakotas.
Dakotas.
Dakotas. That's all I know.
I watched him. Kenstar. He did really well at the Pro-Am. A month or so ago. He's pretty good. But so the EU took place today. I don't even know who won. I know Dakotas didn't place.
Didn't place?
No, he got 30th or something like that. Top 20. Top 20 were in the money. I mean, there was 115 people.
Oh, okay.
That's still really bad.
That's really bad for him.
Yeah, Dakota said that that's his first time ever competing at that level though. He's only just played for fun.
Yeah.
And being in a tournament setting, it can get in your head.
Exactly. He's not trying to hit those crazy snipes.
Yeah.
He's even said it in his streams before. He's I just try to hit I go quick scope and drag whenever he's getting shot or something and try and snipe him. He's I just do this because it looks cool if I do.
Yeah, he was playing different and trying to try strategy and things like that. And I think it just kind of threw him off a little bit. But I mean, he still performed really well. won over half of his games and was putting up double-digit kills and stuff in most of the games. So, I mean, he still did really well. But, so the overall, like, consensus from the community, I think this week's setup was so much better and much more well-received than last week's, just survivability and stuff. Everyone really enjoyed, seeing, like, high-intense gameplay. Even, like, the streamers, going for high kills, they weren't afraid to, like, because they'd end up with, like, 15 kills, they knew they were getting, like, 15 points. Yeah. So they weren't afraid to go for some plays. Like, you saw people going for, like, bounce pad no scopes and things like that. They were going for
that kill.
They were going for highlight reel clips and stuff, like, during the tournament, which I think is, a lot of the attraction to Fortnite. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so I think Epic is kind of getting a hold of that, like, they don't, like, sure, they want to see high quality gameplay, but, they want to see, like,
a little bit of fun,
a little bit of flair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's definitely something that Epic needs to continue to use, because Fortnite isn't gonna look or be like League of Legends or like Call of Duty as far as like competition goes. Like, it's just not gonna be that way.
It's like cartoon.
Like
yeah, it's literally a cartoon.
And it's also battle royales is very new to professional competition, so they're ahead of everyone in the game as far as professional competition goes.
Way ahead of everybody.
So, like, this is the first battle royale that I know of, anyways, that's at a professional level, and so they're paving the way for how battle royales are gonna work in the future, because battle royales are popping up everywhere now.
Favorite gun on the game? Go, Jamie.
My favorite gun on the game?
Yep.
Probably the new SMG, honestly.
The silence one?
No, not the silence one.
Shooting at the ceiling in 2 seconds.
What are you talking
Not
about?
the one that replaced the tag. It's just submachine gun now.
It says suppressed.
No, it's the same.
It looks a lot like the suppressed, but it's not the suppressed.
It's the suppressed without the silencer on it.
It shoots hella fast.
Me? Probably the hunting rifle.
Deagle.
No,
100%.
Deagle 100%.
Yeah,
Worst
probably them like 172 headshots at the Deagle.
Yeah.
30 body shots. You gotta love it. Anyways, what's your worst gun? What's one gun you see on the ground and you just will not pick up?
The AK.
Which
C4s.
So blue AK. Will you pick up the blue AK?
What gun do I have already? Do I have an M4?
You have no gun.
I have no gun. I will pick up the blue AK if I have no gun. What will I absolutely not pick up?
Yeah.
A great pistol.
Great pistol. Fair. What about you, Jordan?
Oh, shit. Dude, I switch it up all the time. I avoid pistols for the most part. Like,
I enjoy the pistols. The silence, the regular.
I avoid regular pistols. I'll use silence pistols, but regular pistols, like, unless I'm off the drop and like that's all that's there, I'm not picking it up.
Gotcha. I will not ever in my life again ever pick up a pump, no matter what color it is. I don't want to hit for 8 and then wait 10 minutes to shoot my second shot.
I go back and forth with the pump.
I'm fucking over it.
Yeah. It's like, it depends. It's like a week-to-week thing.
But, okay, and like the thing is we gotta remember, it's a shotgun, it's shooting pellets. They start off in this range.
Yeah.
But they do spread. I
don't give a fuck. If I have a tac and I can shoot it 3 times as fast, I'll hit 8 3 times. That's 24. Opposed to one shot with the pump where I'm hitting just 8.
Because that's all you need to hit it for. It's 24.
It's math.
Done.
It is strictly math. 8, 8, 8. If I hit that 11 times, they're almost dead.
That's a clip and a half.
The inconsistency of shotguns is exactly why I'm choosing the new sub as my favorite. It shreds. It's so accurate. The bloom doesn't go up when you fire. The bloom it's the same.
I didn't say best gun. I said favorite gun.
And so, that's my favorite gun right now because it's the best gun.
You're a basic bitch.
But I'll take that over shotgun sometimes. Like, I'll get into a close gunfight, and I'll drop down with that instead of a shotgun.
I'm changing my gun for the one I will never pick up. Semi-automatic sniper.
Oh, yes.
Any of them.
Give me a pistol over that.
Purple gold, I'll take the pistol.
I'm still going over pump. Pump's fucking garbage.
At least you can do something with a pump.
Oh,
no, I can't.
If you hear somebody shooting a semi-automatic sniper, what do you say? Right whenever you hear that two shots. Yeah, exactly. Anytime we hear that and we're playing, we're just like, oh my gosh. Because we know we're
Push it.
This kid's trash.
Oh, man.
Alright. But that wrap up Fortnite?
That wrap up Fortnite. A little bit on League of Legends. Huge community out there.
Fizz. Go ahead. No,
that's the only champion Dayton knows, and it's his favorite champion because it's the only place. Wake. My bad. But anyways.
Jordan. Fuck.
Oh, man. Anyways, so League of Legends is well into the summer split, and 100 Thieves ended up taking over first place. They played Echo Fox today. Knocked Echo Fox down to third, and actually FlyQuest, who was one of the bottom finishers in the spring split, is in second place this split after a couple trades and stuff. Their old jungler, I believe, is actually the jungler for 100 Thieves now.
Wow.
Interesting. And he's only been there like 2 weeks, I think. And
Where did he come from?
Definitely picked up.
Fly Trapper?
FlyQuest.
Oh.
FlyQuest.
FlyQuest.
100 Thieves is popping off though.
Travel
Dude,
Lost.
100
Pretty big.
Thieves, very new esports organization, like not even a year old yet. And they won the split last split, finished second at like in the playoffs.
English?
And they're leading the pack again this year for the summer split. So
That's awesome. Good for the 100 Thieves. Good for Nate Shot.
Nate Shot.
He's bad at Call of Duty, but he's good at running a team, I
Bro,
guess.
he was a Call of Duty.
Yeah, we're not gonna get in this argument right now. That's
I
another
could
topic.
slap Nate Shot.
Dude, he was so smart.
With that being
though.
said, come on the show, Nate Shot. We'd want you
He was
to join us.
dude. Nate Shot was so good. He was so smart.
Yeah, that's the
He was
thing.
such
He didn't
a
have to be
player.
good. He was so smart.
He was
Get out. He just like.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
He outbuild people.
he might not have had the
I mean,
greatest.
like, he's just so
He might not
smart.
have like greatest gun skill, but like he just knew where people were gonna be. He knew how to play the map.
Exactly. Every map.
And he knew how to like lead his team. Like he was the captain, so like he knew how to lead his team. He knew the calls to make, like the routes and stuff like that. Anyways, no one keeps up with Call of Duty anymore. Call of Duty's
What is Call of Duty?
It's a dying breed. Hopefully,
Sad.
Took a long
Black Ops 4, kind of gives us a resurgence in that community.
Black Ops 3 slapped, so let's hope. Let's hope.
But anyways, all right. I think it's Wick's turn.
Alright, so what I got today is a little bit of a get to know us little list of questions. I feel like I think the best way to get to know people is to ask them questions and see how they react. I really it's like a psychological thing, and I love to do it to other people, like people I meet. Like I like to push the boundaries a little bit just to see what kind of reaction I can get and how far I can go.
It's not that crazy though. They're not like crazy questions. They're just like simple questions.
Yeah,
And
just for you
it's-
guys to get to know us. I feel like it's effective.
Yeah.
So number one on the list, I got so I'm gonna start with Tuna and go to J Mac. What's your favorite movie, and why is it your favorite?
Start with me.
Yeah.
All right, we're going. Hands down, Step Brothers. Why?
That was mine. Anyways, go ahead, I'll change
we
mine.
watched it all the time together. What am I supposed to say?
Okay,
Step Brothers, because it's just like literally you can't not laugh at that movie
every time I've watched
You
it a
have-
million times and laugh every time.
every time, every joke that they say. I know what he's gonna say. It's still hilarious.
They call
They
me
just, like-
Nighthawk.
Having a bad day,
nostalgia.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. What about you, J Mac?
I hate this question because I can never really pick. My
Well, you
kind
have
of
to
my go-to is because it's, I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite, but it's definitely one of my top, is Shawshank Redemption.
Never seen it.
Oh my
I know I need to.
goodness.
I think I've seen
It's a
it.
classic. It's such a good movie.
But
Describe
why?
it.
Why? It's got a really good storyline, great casting, and it's just, the story moves really well. Okay, so you've seen, Prison, have you watched Prison Break?
No.
Nope.
I see. The thing is, if I
Okay,
sit
so-
down,
okay,
They
so-
made fun of it on Family Guy. I know that. That's the only reason why I know what it is. I know kind of the story.
So Shawshank Redemption, this dude's wrongly accused of, I believe it was killing his wife or something like that, and he goes off to prison, and he's not gonna get out. So he takes up a job, earns the trust of the warden. That's the name, warden.
Mhm.
And he ends up making his escape, and he in prison he finds this guy that's got his stash of money or whatever.
Mhm.
And the guy tells him where it's at, and so he escapes and uses the money to start a new life. But he also leaves a note for the guy to meet up with him after, as because the guy was gonna get out soon anyways, which is why he didn't escape. And so it gets a really good storyline.
Mhm.
Y'all should watch it. It's really good.
see, I want to hear a dick and a fart joke, and then play on my phone for a minute, and then go get some food, and then hear the.
I don't actually want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what you're trying to say.
Yeah, kind of.
You're I want to hear some jokes.
I just want to hear it. I don't want to see anything. Just want to hear it.
My favorite movie was Step Brothers, but for the sake of the argument, I'm going to say Talladega Nights because Will Ferrell is my favorite actor, and there's dick and fart jokes in that too. So I love it.
Talladega Nights good. Yo, what do you guys think about the other guys? Y'all seen the other guys?
It was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
I feel like
I feel like there was good
Mark
scenes.
Mark Wahlberg's good. I love the dude, but I feel like Will Ferrell could have. I feel like he wasn't the captain of the ship, and that's why I don't like it.
Okay.
Well, how could he be the captain of the ship? He was not supposed to be the captain of the ship until the end.
That's what I'm saying.
Till
Mark
the end.
Wahlberg was, and I feel like Will Ferrell's funnier. But he doesn't fit the whole lead the ship kind of guy. He's the awkward dude.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
and it was hilarious. It
it's a
was
good-
still
it's
a
a good
funny
movie.
movie. It's not up there, though.
It's solid.
Yeah, it's not up there, though. It's
Okay, so let's go to number 2. Your dream location to live. Place you... Okay, if you've been there, you can say it, I guess.
Okay. My dream location is definitely already been there. Want to go back, but it's Ireland.
Gotcha.
Just out there, like, it's just so fucking beautiful. It's like crazy. Like, it's just like everything about it's just perfect to me. I mean, I know it's cold and everything like that, cold every freaking day, but it is just like, it's just crazy beautiful. Like, you can't, I mean,
Gotcha.
who wouldn't want to live there? Just see all those, like, the planes and everything like that. It rains every other 30 minutes and shit like that, so.
Sounds like a
It's really
blast.
good. It is a blast. They got good golf up there, too. Great golf.
Yeah, I
Super
suck-
windy.
I suck at
We
golf.
saw guys playing golf, and it was like 100. I swear it was like so fast wind. Like the wind was blowing at them. I saw one guy hit a ball, and he hit it like off the drive, like with its driver, and it just like went like up, straight up in the air, and then just like straight down. It's crazy.
What about you, Jamie?
I don't know if I have like for like this country, but I know I'd want to live like I think I want to live like in the mountains, like at like the base of the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think that'd be like just like great like scenery,
Rocky,
you know, like
Alps, Appalachians.
Like I know.
Dude, I don't know.
The ones in Chile?
Type of mountain.
Ooh,
No,
Chile, not
South
Chile.
America would not be the
Not
place to
Chile.
live.
No.
Not South America. So definitely North America or Europe, living in like
Gotcha.
the base of the mountains. You know, great view.
Switzerland,
Quiet.
something like that, dude. That would be crazy.
So
I would.
something like that.
I want to say Italy or something like that, but I don't want to learn a new language and do all that.
Well, they speak a bunch of English everywhere else, though.
Yeah.
Like
I-
a bunch of English.
I don't care.
If you lived in another country, you would have to learn the language, though.
Yeah. I mean,
I-
yeah, obviously.
Would probably say an island where I'm away from people because I hate people.
Not that much. You would have
Yes.
people there with you, though.
I would bring my family.
Yeah, okay. Like, if you had enough... Okay, so this is a scenario, like, if you had enough money to live wherever you wanted,
Yeah.
where would you live?
Yeah.
And who would you, like...
Mhm.
Like, if you could bring family, you'd bring family. Okay. I would
I want to
definitely
hunt and
bring family,
fish and
too.
get my own shit and not rely on other people.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's
awesome.
crazy. I didn't think you would be that kind of person to hunt and fish and do
I
stuff like that. Like,
Think about that.
I didn't
not
see
expect
that at all. I did not
That'd be
expect you to say
dope.
that,
What are you
dude.
talking about?
I've
Okay,
never seen you do any of that, though.
Next, dumbest way you've hurt yourself. This is a fun one. I've got plenty. Go for it, J-Mag.
I don't know the dumbest way I've hurt myself. Like, I can't. Give me a second.
Could be a bench rider. Go,
The dumbest way I hurt myself, like actual injury,
Oh,
or
I
just
know
like something
mine.
stupid.
No, nothing serious. Just the way you've hurt yourself and you're out of commission for a couple days.
I've never been out of. That's only happened to me twice though. I broke my foot jumping off a bouncy house
I remember.
the day before Halloween. And the bad part about it is that we were like in 5th grade.
Yeah.
5th grade, so I was like, not even like 12.
Yeah, you're 12.
12, yeah. And I jumped off, freaking just rolled my ankle super bad. That's all I thought it was. So my foot's swollen up. I had to take my shoe off at the park that we're at. And it's like in my neighborhood. So I had to ride
A bike.
with the broken foot, my bike back to my house. My mom iced it, kind of. And then the next day, Wick over here and our next door neighbor had me play football with a broken foot. And then 3 days later, my mom takes me to the hospital. I have a broken foot, out for like 8 weeks with the cast and everything. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
What about you,
Okay,
Jimmy?
so mine was at was in our church. You know, giant inflatable slip and slide. There's like a lip, like it's not just just like a little, it's a big old slip and slide, and there's like a little lip. Like it doesn't go down or you don't fall off at the end. It's like a little lip. So you would get a little bit of air when you come up, right? But it's super wet at the base where you land.
Hey. What?
And
Continue.
And so, like, I'm going on some slide, and I get the bright idea to try and do a front flip
Off the ramp?
off the ramp. So I'm like,
So you have like,
sliding
what,
from
2 inches of air to do a front
Hey,
flip?
Just
I
about to do a
landed
front
it.
flip.
Okay, I landed it.
Okay.
But I was like, yo, that was dope. I'm gonna do it again. So I could do it again, and I almost landed, but it's wet, and so I hit on my heel, and I bust my back. And I was out of sprints for like 4 months. We could not figure out what was wrong with my back. I was in a back brace, but me being stupid, doing a front flip off of this very small jump, like it was stupid to attempt, onto a wet surface trying to land on my feet. I was asking, but yeah, I ended up being out for like 4 months with the back injury.
Sometimes you gotta try to be cool.
Press the ladies at church Wednesday night. They're all wet, so might as well. Anyways.
Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Shouldn't have said that. It's your turn now.
Okay.
Give us about 18. Let's go.
Okay. I'm just gonna give you the best.
Go down the
I
list.
think I know like the top 2.
So in sixth and 7th grade is middle school, peak of middle school, might I add. I was kind of going through an identity crisis and thought hardcore parkour was my new calling.
After it'd been out for like 8 years.
Shut up. Anyways, I'm just coordinated enough to start it. And so we're climbing some walls that are like, I don't know, 6 feet tall. We're doing literal like somersaults in the yard and thought we were the shit. Anyways, I see this trailer and I just, to make it long story short, I'm just gonna, I ran off and I tried to jump. I wasn't gonna do anything cool. I was just gonna jump off the trailer. Like it was a flatbed. There was a chain wrapped around the entirety, like tight, like it was taut as hell. Like I couldn't even move it. I go to jump and I take a running start. My right foot gets caught under the chain and I whipped the ground at about 180 miles an hour. But when I hit the ground, I fell on my side a little bit, like on my side, and I wedged my elbow in between the ground and my side. Nothing, like, it hurt. I was like, ow, okay, whatever. I get up. 3 days later, I wake up, go to the bathroom, and I piss bright red. Look, I'm talking about, like, cherry red.
I remember this.
Don't want to get too graphic, but I mean, I went to the ER. It said I punctured my kidney. I literally ripped the side of my kidney with my own elbow.
Dude, the funniest part was when the 3 days later, we wake up in the morning. It's like, what, like 8 o'clock in the morning? When do we wake up? We were young, so we woke up super early. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's me and another friend, and then Wick, and then he goes to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden he comes back, and he goes, with the straightest face ever, he's just like, I just peed blood. And we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what did you just do? And he's like, dude, I just peed blood. And we were like, what? And then your mom came out freaking out. Like, did it hurt? And you were like, no, it didn't hurt at all. You just go in the bathroom. It is just blood.
That's
so nonchalant about it.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, and the last one. Little controversial. I like to end it off with a little spice. It says on here, I wrote it down, okay, so I want to know your thoughts on gun control and what is the solution to, like, school shootings and stuff. I know we're at 48 minutes and I don't want to go over an hour because it's pretty long.
We can just keep going, dude.
But, we can vibe it if you want, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, so I'm going to ask you, Tuna, and I'll get to you later in a minute. What is the solution to the school shooting epidemic going around right now?
I think, okay, I've heard a bunch, I haven't actually done the research myself, but I've heard a bunch of people talk about this from other podcasts and stuff, and they think, because most of these kids that are, people that are doing, they're not just kids, but like the people that are doing this are on like the medicine for ADHD, that kind of stuff, and they think that has something to do with it. It's not the only reason. Like, we don't just need to stop giving that stuff out, but like that's a reason and something that we should look at. And also, like the last one, not the last one, what was the one with the kid that got called? Like the FBI came and the cops came. He told a bunch of people that he was going to shoot up the school.
I know.
And they just didn't. They were just like thinking that he was like just saying that just to say that. Like, obviously he's not saying that just to say that. If somebody says that, you should take it as a threat, because that's risking a bunch of kids' lives.
But here's the thing. How many kids fly off the rails of that at some point in their life? You can't go in and individually investigate every single kid that does that.
Exactly, but I think that you should. I mean, I understand. I understand it's not that easy to do, but this is a something like a solution that I think would be the thing.
Like a better safe than sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Like if they're doing that, just like at least like monitor them more than they did like that. Like, I mean, you should monitor more, really.
So monitor the kids.
Or I mean, you can't really get the gun. The only thing is you can't get the guns out of the house. Like, you're gonna have guns no matter what. Even if you ban guns, people are still gonna have guns.
Yeah.
Like, people, like, they already banned them pretty much, and people that want them are still having them.
Yeah.
So
how do criminals get guns when they're not allowed to have guns?
Exactly.
They just go to the black market and buy one without serial numbers.
Exactly.
They can make their own gun.
They can buy it from somebody else that is like, they can like, if my, say, this is definitely not happening, but if my dad wanted to make a bunch of money, he could just buy guns because he's a hunter and everything. He has a bunch of guns already. He's eligible to buy guns and stuff like that. He could just buy guns and sell them, even with the serial numbers. And like, nobody would know. They rob, I mean, people steal guns all the time. So I mean, there's just like, exactly, there's nothing that you can really like do to stop the whole gun.
So I think it's a medicine.
On the school shootings, it's more of like a medicine and just like behavioral. Like we just need to like figure out how to do that better, because like those medicines are just like putting them in kind of like a
getting them by.
Yes, like exactly. Like some kids that have ADHD, you've seen people that have ADHD, and like most of the time it depends on their parents and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, I mean, because like we have a bunch of friends that have had ADHD and they're not bad at all, but you see all these kids like out in Walmart like freaking out for no reason, and their parents just want to like, they don't know how to parent them right. I can't say anything because I'm not a parent.
So
but
just
like,
want to shut them up.
Yeah, they want to shut them up, so they give them that, and then they're just like, they're literally like, they're just like a zombie pretty much at that point. Like especially if they give them like. And they don't exactly know how much is the right amount to give a kid. Like they have like a recommended amount, like the doctor does technically, but like they don't know exactly how much is.
And they start acting up again. I'll give them more.
Yeah, exactly.
Then that's gonna go complete.
Exactly, that could do that like 10 whatever, like the milligram more, whatever milligram it is, that could do the complete opposite. And make them think like this and do crazy stuff like this and just like,
because that stuff's supposed to like calm them down and stuff, right? So like go from like rehab to like they could get like like depressed and stuff, right?
Exactly.
If you give them too much, depression is one of the things that can lead to like school shootings and shit.
Because they're not being themselves. Like you're not yourself whenever you're on that. So they're like, well, if I'm not myself, then I'm this.
Yeah.
And they just like rationalize differently. I mean, their brain is literally thinking completely differently. Because like with ADHD. They're just thinking about random stuff all the time, and then whenever they take this, it's just like thinking, focusing on certain stuff at certain times, and they get depressed. Yeah, for sure.
So what do you think, J-Mac? What's your solution to school shootings?
The school shootings, like, I'm kind of along the lines of two. I definitely think it's more like having to do with focusing on individuals and like, obviously there's got to be some kind of signs, and we need to identify them.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be a way to identify the signs of like what like these kids are doing it. Obviously, it's not easy because it's psychological stuff,
and like
it's
not every sign, not every kid is going to have the same signs.
Yeah,
it's not just like a universal sign. Like if he's doing this, this, and this, then he's going to shoot up a school.
It's not X plus Y equals Z.
Yeah, he could definitely be doing this, this, and this, and then never shoot up a school. Yeah, like because he just doesn't want to.
But like it's definitely, I feel like psychological factors and stuff, and like chemicals, and it's like. I feel like, like therapy is obviously like one of the best options for that. I don't think, like obviously like, drugs help and stuff, but drugs can mess with your mental state even more.
Exactly.
And so, like I definitely think that, focusing on the individual and like, I definitely don't want to like, put blame on the parents, but like, like parents, it's kind of like their job to like identify this and kind of prod it. And like, I know kids like, I was always really good at hiding my emotional. I would never tell I didn't want my parents to know what I was doing. So I understand that some kids are not gonna like their parents they're gonna hide it from their parents. And
but
so then it's hard to say. But like you gotta know your kid and things like that. And individuals need to be more aware of themselves. Like if you're struggling with something and like you're like I'm depressed. Like I need to tell my parents. I need to get help because. That's really what it's going to come down to.
But there's social stigma behind that. It shows weakness, and every celebrity's perfect, and that's who everyone looks up to. So you're not allowed to be flawed in the social world we live in.
I definitely think that the social culture is taking a shift toward being more on the side. It's okay to be broken. Like I think it's definitely taking a shift that way.
Oh yeah.
Because of all the school shootings and things like that, I think that people are starting to recognize mental health more, and even Logic's song, huge. Like it's so big. It's a good song, but I think what's so big about it is the message behind it. like the name of the song is the Suicide Hotline. Like, it's a message, like he struggled with anxiety. Like he's trying to open up about mental health, that it's an issue and it's not meant to be looked down upon, but it's something you can get help from and grow from. And I think that is the right play. I think that's the right move for social media, especially, is to not frown upon mental health and stuff, or mental issues, because frowning on it is what's, I think, leading toward the school shooting, because no one wants to get help.
Even bullying is another reason why you think, because they're different kind of thing, because they have ADHD, and then whenever they obviously they're different. So so it's bullying is an aspect too.
Yeah, it's definitely individuals. Mm-hmm. Individuals is the biggest part of the school shootings. As far as like the whole gun control is like crimes are going to occur with or without guns. Mm-hmm. Like UK.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was in criminal justice. We used to find crimes in the UK, and all of them were knife. And there's just as much crime. It's just with other weapons.
And they're trying to ban knives completely in the UK. Like literally ban them completely. If you find with one, it's like being found with an illegal gun. Like here, like in 1 year, are in jail.
In 1 year, they hire an artist to do this, or a sculptor or whatever.
Oh,
80,000 knives were recovered from murder scene, like not murder, but like stab victims, assault scenes. He made a sculpture of 80,000 knives and put it together and made it just as awareness for knives.
Yeah, and like that's probably not even close to all of the.
Oh yeah,
God no.
Way more.
So like crimes and stuff are going to occur whether there's guns involved or not. And like you said, people are gonna get guns when they other.
Yeah.
Yes, there needs to be restrictions on guns. Mm-hmm. Yes, there needs to be gun laws, but I don't think you need to take away. People want to take away the right to bear arms.
Yeah, I don't think.
And people are like, it's an amendment. It was amended. It was added. It can be taken out. It can be amended again. I'm like, it's one of our founding ones. It's like this country is like built upon that. Mm-hmm. You can't the first 10 amendments.
It's gonna change so much.
Those first 10 amendments are like core to this country.
Yeah,
and that's not something you can just pull out.
Yeah, you can't just change that like that. That literally changes our history as a country and what we've been working towards this whole time. And if you do take away the right to bear arms, the people that are like my parents and like other people around this community that have like the carrying license, where you can carry a gun and everything like that. Imagine if we didn't have those people. Because how many people do, you never hear it in the news, but like people do that have that save other people's lives, like crimes. Like if somebody comes into a gas station, like if somebody was to come into a gas station, like my gas station, and try to like shoot me, I hope that there's somebody there with this, because they can definitely help save my life and help our store from getting robbed or something.
You're not allowed to carry because you work there.
But he said not him. He said not him. He said,
I saying
he said he wants someone there.
If I had that, I wish I had that right now. I want to work towards getting that, because that could help me, because I don't care even if they say I'm not gonna I understand even they're letting some teachers do it too to combat this stuff, but imagine if some of those teachers had this could bring the gun into school, safety. Obviously they have a bunch of the only bad thing about that is some people could slip through the cracks,
they're all bad cops out there.
No, or bad teachers, people that just want to do bad, so they become a teacher. I just want to shoot up a school or something crazy, and they just do it because nobody the teacher's not going to do that. So he gets to bring his gun to school, and then he kills all of his kids or something crazy like that. That could happen. So
yeah, I find it weird it took us this long to get to teachers holding guns, because that's one of my solutions, not a teacher holding gun, but hiring security guards, which again I'll get to the flaw of that. Hiring security guards, having metal detectors. My solution for it is crowd control, because it is extremely difficult to go and test every individual, check for signs, go through the process. Immigration law, they have a process, and you see how well that's working. It doesn't at all. So that's what I'm trying is. You need, and these shootings are happening at really big schools, highly populated schools, because they're at a big school, a lot of shit happens to them, and they're like, well, I can get a lot of fucking heads right now if I want to.
I can make a statement right now just by doing this.
Is at these big schools, it's harder to get individual attention, and so these kids feel like they're not being heard. They might be bullied, they might tell someone, but they feel like they're not being heard, so they feel like they have to take it into their own hands.
in states
this is the biggest way that they can take it into their own hands and get the most.
In states like Florida, California, Texas, where these shootings are happening, you have no other option. There's no small schools. They're all big schools. And, like, big schools can afford security. Not enough, clearly, because it's still happening. We need to amp that up. The state funding needs to wire that differently in their code of whatever the hell their legislation says. They need to wire that differently. But, like, we went to a school where we graduated with, like, 96 people.
Not even. It was 80.
It was like 80 something.
Yeah.
So that's super small. We can't afford security guards. We can't afford school lunches.
And everybody knows everybody. That's
yeah.
So
our small schools out of the picture. Like, they don't work perfect.
Oh well, I mean,
no,
they don't work perfect. No, there's no way that they work perfect because like.
So do we negate the small schools and send all the money to big schools?
I mean, you can't really do like. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're trying to say. But like our school, like if we use our school as an example with that many kids, like we know literally everybody. Most of the kids, like Jordan, he was there all the way through pretty much. J-Mac, gosh dang, that is the only one I've been messing up. We've been messing up.
Yeah, I started going there in first grade.
Yeah, so I mean, you were there, you knew everybody from the time you were in first grade. I mean, we got there in fifth grade, so we were there with them, with the same people for like 6-7 years, so we knew them. But like at these bigger schools, you just have everybody coming in from different places, moving in. Nobody really keeps like. They're not really tight, and their family doesn't know each other, so they just like, I mean, yeah, exactly.
You know everyone 3 grades above and 3 grades below you.
Exactly.
First name, last name, who they lost their virginity to.
Everything. And even the stuff you didn't want to know.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's line it up. Let's end on something good, because I feel like we need to get
end on something.
Wrapping it up.
I think this is good.
Yeah, this was a good time. I mean, let us know what you want to see, either the 26-minute or the 65-minute we got going right now. So, J-Mac, you got something fun for us to end on? Give me something.
We had one DM.
We did have one DM from, let's see what his name is. Oh, by the way, we're gonna tweet out whenever we go live. So DM us and we'll answer questions like as we go on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's from a Josh Apon.
At Apon Josh on Twitter.
So give him a peek. He said, "Can I get that $?" And then I said, "Nah." So that was the only DM we got. So tell me something we don't know. So what's something you know that a lot of people don't? I'll start us off. Kangaroos can't hop backwards.
Really?
Nope.
Are you serious? How did you know that?
Daniel Tosh.
Oh, okay. Dude, I don't know.
Shit, something I know that. I don't feel like I know a lot of unique things.
I don't know any unique things either. How about you name some stuff that you know, and we'll just commentate on it.
If a spaceship is in space and it just flies right next to you, it's going full speed right next to you, do you hear it?
No.
Do you hear it?
Vacuum.
Do you hear it?
I have no idea.
Yes or no?
No.
No, you don't. You know why?
Why?
What are sound waves?
Gravity, right?
They're vibrations from molecule to molecule, and in space,
there
aren't molecules. That's why it's space. So you literally would not hear or feel a space rocket shooting by you.
How about we don't talk about space? Because I'll be up until like 4 p.m. tomorrow, just thinking about random stuff like, whoa, this is like infinity, and we mean nothing type thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, if you take entirety of the human race and put it on like a month, like a yearly schedule, you know, like 12 months, 30 days each month, 30, 31, the entire human race is less than a blink of an eye in all of time.
See, you're just like, this is like literally making me think way too hard about stuff that I shouldn't be thinking this hard about. It doesn't matter.
So if you're a human outside of the universe and all of the universe happens in 1 year, you blink, humanity's over.
Done.
It's done and it started and ended.
To now. It hasn't ended yet.
No.
It doesn't.
Infinity.
Literally doesn't matter how far we go.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Literally doesn't matter.
True. Okay. Could it be less than? It would be less than a blink of an eye. Then if it's just infinity and keeps going, it will eventually get like smaller, right?
How can you eventually get smaller and never hit 0? Like that blows my mind.
Oh yeah, with the freaking math shit.
Yes.
That always confused the heck out of me. Like how like
You can any number you get, you can always divide by 2 and get half of, regardless of how small it is. You can always.
So eventually, like honestly, we'd probably be smaller than a blink of an eye. That's just like reference.
If you
like,
think about blinking,
yeah. You're not even thinking about blinking. Just like,
damn,
that's crazy.
This got like really
real deep. This is not
like,
good. We just need to just like it's another one.
Guys, thanks for tuning in to the Premier Podcast.
I can go so much longer. Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Again, check us out on our social medias. Twitter is the only odd one. It's at the Premier Cast. Everything else is the Premier Podcast.
Boom.
Be sure to
follow
us.
One of these, though,
we will be
honestly.
Jordan wants to pull out of the ass hat.
No, Tuna wants to. It's J-Mac, and Tuna wants somebody to number them, and I am going to pick a number, and whichever one I get.
You're kicking us off?
We're kicking it off right now, dude. Nobody got mad. I figured somebody would get mad. I said this is the day this.
You're a pussy. You're adopted.
I'm so mad.
You're adopted.
I'm so mad. I am not adopted. I am so mad. Ass hat. Don't let me see.
Tuna's got to draw. Okay, so I'm gonna run through.
5?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna run through them. We got the tablespoon of mustard. We're gonna fill a tablespoonful of mustard, and he has to eat it.
This is not gonna be on this though. We're gonna do it right afterwards, and we're gonna put it on our Instagram stories and on Twitter. We're gonna make a video and do all that stuff.
And it's 2:30 in the morning, so that'll be interesting. We got 3 ping pong balls. We're gonna get a paddle and hit him we're gonna hit him in the chest, in the back, and then one of his choice. So that's gonna be
one of my choice or one of your guys'
One of your choice.
Okay.
And then jump in the pool. He's going to jump in the pool. However many clothes articles he wants on, that's whatever. He probably won't go naked because we do have to record it.
Probably not a good idea.
And then the second to last one is the post on Twitter. So we're going to go on a personal Twitter. And the other 2, me and J-Mac, are going to pick what he says. We're actually not even going to pick what we're going to type it out, send it, and then let him know what it is. He's not even going to get a say in what it is. And then the 5th one is the mutton chops. You grow your mutton chops out, and then when it gets to an approved rate of mutton, we're gonna allow you to start the 3-day timer.
Oh gosh!
And then at the end of the 3 days, you have to.
Oh my gosh!
Imagine Joe Dirt,
but worse.
But like.
But worse.
But without the chin. Did he have chin? He didn't have chin.
He didn't have chin.
What did he have? I think he just had the chops.
I have not seen it. I have no idea.
You have never seen Joe Dirt?
I've seen it. It's been so long.
Okay,
I have no idea.
I was about to say you've never seen Joe Dirt.
Okay, so pick a number between 1 and 5.
Times.
Tuna, get it going.
Oh gosh. 2.
2? Alright. Ooh, that's a good one.
Which one's that?
Post on Twitter, made by others.
Okay, as long as it's not the mutton chop. Mutton chop. Okay, what we're gonna do here
I'm gonna take a picture. You know,
is the we're just gonna take out whichever one we did. So we're just gonna keep these rest of these 4 and add a new one, kind of thing.
Bro, so someone is definitely getting mutton chops at some point.
At some point.
Definitely getting mutton chops.
Oh my gosh,
definitely.
Rip.
Okay, so I mean, should we do
hopefully
your personal
gets
Twitter?
the mutton chop? Yeah, do my personal Twitter.
Why me?
Okay.
Why me?
Because you don't have a job. That is why.
No, the thing is though, is I'll be the one going into interviews and shit.
Oh, he's gonna be looking stupid.
What is this going on here?
I lost a bet.
I lost a bet on my podcast.
Alright, so plug your Twitter right now.
What is it? I don't even know what it is. It's at DWTFOXX2.
Okay, so we're going to do this after the podcast. We're going to in the podcast right now.
Damn, you have a big phone, dude.
And then,
I know, right?
And
it's
then
nice, isn't
you'll
it?
follow him to see whatever dumbass thing we put on there. This is Wick. Ice cream.
J-Mac.
Yeah, we're out. This is our odd outage.
J-Mac. Skittles.
What you got, Tuna?
I don't know. Tuna.
Tuna.
Ooh, tuna. Yeah.
Alright, peace out.
We out.